Hello, beautiful family. How are you all across this gorgeous planet on this April full moon? I'm checking in because there's some big stuff moving. Tell us something we don't know, right? I've had lots of people reaching out to me for different versions of what I think is quite a similar thing, and you know, there's a pattern, of course, that's happening, and we're still very much in the midst of these rather challenging and transformational times. And I guess that you've kind of figured out by now that there's more to come. I know for a lot of people there's a sense of frustration happening now because, you know, at times where we thought things would be open, they're still closed. Just as things look like they might be shifting and changing and opening up, they close back down again. Lots of parts of the world are still in lockdown, and people are becoming, you know, irritated and frustrated. And then you couple that with the fact that this month in particular, and I don't know if you can feel it, but there's a different energy, there's a different frequency happening at the moment. It's almost like there's a lightness that is available to us, right? And you think that that would make things all hunky-dory, and that would be a good thing, that the energy has lifted a little. Even if you're in lockdown situations, there's, I guess, more of a positivity or more of an optimism. Perhaps there's more, you're feeling more inspiration or more creatively inspired to do whatever it is that makes your heart sing, whether it's coming forward with new creations that you're birthing, or whether it's diving more deeply into your own spiritual practices and work, or whether it's noticing that your intuitive powers are increasing quite dramatically at the moment. There's all these kinds of amazing things that are coming through, but sometimes they can be coming through with such intensity, especially around times like now where Mama Kia is full and she's powerful, that it can almost be a little too much for the physical body to integrate and take on. And it can leave some of us feeling overwhelmed, irritated, frustrated, and a yearning to be free of this stuff, right? I don't know if that resonates with anyone, but it's really funny because you know, for me, I'm always watching and observing. I'm watching and observing the people around me, myself in particular, and getting really closely observing, not attached to being the witness or, you know, I must or anything like this, without any rigidity, but just curiously observing the way I react and respond to things. And also watching and observing and listening very carefully to the signs that Mother Nature gives to me all around. I'm going to try not to stray too much on this because there's quite a bit that I want to say, but yeah, I decided to post this right now because I literally just walked upstairs, and you know, you'll probably notice I'm not the best consistent poster. I'm trying to do better with that, but my posts come from such an inspired place that it's very hard for me to plan or to schedule anything. Whatever comes just comes. And often there's a lot that I would like to share, but I just don't get the yes to share it until it's time to be shared, right? So I just walked upstairs and I was thinking about putting this post down, and I was like, oh, maybe, you know, maybe I'll just let it go. And then the next thing, I go upstairs and my condor feathers, which are my most sacred, most powerful tool that I work with, the pot, the jar, the container, the clay container that was holding them all had somehow been knocked off my altar, had smashed all over the floor, and the feathers had literally freed themselves to go in all different directions. How I managed to find them all, because my bedroom is on the 3rd story, and they were in the pool, they were in the block of land next door, they were just about to go over there, and luckily I managed, you know, I was calling out to them, where are you, you know, and I'm like, naughty children, you know. But I understood in that moment that the condor is all about liberation. It's about shifting heavy energy and lightening our hearts and seeing things from the highest perspective. And these feathers wanted to be free. So here I am freeing the inspiration for this post, and what to do about it when you're feeling overwhelmed, when you're feeling irritable, when you're feeling frustrated that that you're being you feel that either what comes through you is not ready to come through you, things that you want to share, perhaps they're not coming to full fruition. Look, there can be so many different stories. That the base, the sensations are similar from person to person, but the circumstances and the stories from person to person are all completely different. Something I believe that we're being asked to do more, which is kind of feels counterintuitive, especially when you're trying to get things, going, or you want to move and you want things to go in a certain direction, is to actually do the opposite and stop. And watch the ego and watch the mind and watch where there is a desire or this false sense of need to push for something, rather than to sit back and allow and wait for the true inspiration to come and then act on that, because it will. It's amazing, how we think that we need to be doing this, sharing that, putting this together, putting that together, whatever it might be, showing up in this way or that, when actually what we're not doing, what we're being asked to do, is simply to listen on a deeper level and stop and rest. It's so weird how much resistance we actually have to resting. It's like there is such an old conditioning and a programming that tells us somewhere along the line that it's not okay to do that. And so there's almost sometimes like a guilt attached to it, or some conditioning that isn't yours, that doesn't belong to you. But when we truly listen to that call when it comes, then we're able to create the space to receive the inspiration and the flow to effortlessly take the next move. And when we're working from that divine inspiration and that inspired action, then of course much less effort and much more gets done. So if that's you, if you're feeling overwhelmed, irritated, frustrated, if you're feeling on the edge, then perhaps it's your internal guidance system, and especially now at this full moon period, because as I put in my last post, Mama Kia is like a cosmic spotlight. So she is going to illuminate absolutely 110% where it is that you need to place your focus right now. So give it to yourself, let yourself rest. And the other thing is there is a way to live in your life no matter what you're going through, no matter what you're traversing, no matter whether you're in joy or whether you're in difficulty, that you are able to be open to receiving the continuous stream of blessings that are here for you. Everything on this planet exists intricately as a part of you, not separate to you. And it is all here to give you something, to support you in all of the ways that you need. And if we really want to be the highest and reach the highest potential and the highest versions of our limitless selves that we came here to be, then we really also need to practice opening ourselves to receiving the support and the blessings from everything that is available to us. And that's something that when we get in that cycle of irritation, frustration, whatever it might be, we completely forget. And I'm talking about the subtleties of the way the wind blows, the way the flowers blossom, the birds when they come around you, the way the sun shines, every single thing, the earth under your feet with every step you take, every mouthful of food, every person that comes into your life, every single interaction. There is nothing that is not interwoven with you and that is not here for you. None of this belongs to us, as my Maestro Puma would say. None of this belongs to you, but it's all here for you. It's all here for us. So really to be and live the life that we want to live, and come here to fully realize our I am presence, our greatest potential, is to realize and to allow ourselves to receive the blessing from every single thing around us all of the time. And my feeling is that when that frustration, irritation, crunchiness arises, when, you know, interactions start to get wobbly, when you start to feel wobbly and off, that is nature saying to you, we need you to slow down, and we need you to listen to the wind. We need you to go outside and look at the moon and listen to feel what she has to say to you, to receive the wisdom from the star ancestors, to receive the light from the sun. You know, to say thank you as the water comes out of the tap. Thank you as your feet touch the earth. Thank you as the wind caresses your skin. And thank you for the warmth of either the sacred fire if you're in winter, or the sun if you're in summer, you know. So open to receiving all of the blessings that are here for you, and allow that to hold you, allow that to support you, allow that to help you to traverse and transform whatever it is that you may be feeling. And, you know, not attaching to any of it, this is the key, but allowing yourself to simply observe and move through it, and understand that you are not it, that you are, oh my gosh, like, it's just incredible when you truly tune in to what we really are, that's contained in this human spacesuit, and how limited we make ourselves by thinking that we're, you know, this person, this identity, when we are all of it. We are all of it embodied. The cosmos, the earth, the elements, the mountains, the oceans, all of it is who you really are. So, hand on your heart, hand on your solar plexus, remembering that you are the cosmos, that you are the earth, that the ancestry of the rocks of ages, the fires, the earth, the waters, the wind is all contained within you. You're made from stardust, and most importantly, that you're not alone in your feeling. There are many people, many millions of people that are going through exactly the same thing. We tend to feel like it's just us. It's not just us. We're all in it together. So take heart in that, precious one, and I love you, and I'll see you again real soon. Bye for now.